up, though? Y'all know how it goes. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment, long as you comment. You dig. Peace and blessings be upon all y'all, man. Big old 5. Hopefully, I got like 6 videos dropping, man. It take a while in a couple days because gotta wait for the monetization button to pop up. Thank all y'all for sharing my stuff, man. Continue to share, man. Continue to share, and then all the people that's been seeing me in public, just notice me. Big 5 me when you see me. Big old 5. I'm gonna already know where you from because I ain't gonna lie, it been throwing me off a little bit when I went to Belle Isle. 4 or 5 people noticed me one time. Another time I went like 3, 4. Kroger, Walmart a couple times, you know, and then when it happened like 3 times in the same place, it's weird, right? But that could lift your whole day up, man. I was just talking to Porter Hill about that, like somebody knowing your work before they ever actually see you, it lifts you up. But like I said, when I'm certain places, like when it happened the first time at Belle Isle, and then the second time, the first person, it's like I didn't know what he was. I didn't know what he was approaching me for, and I didn't know what the lady was approaching me for. Then I was at the gas station, and the dude, I'm walking to the car. Dude, like, wait, truck driver, I think his name D. I'm like, oh man, and he just taking his time too. He taking his time getting out the car and everything. I'm like, man, I have to fight dog or something, man. Damn, I don't know who he is, but nevertheless, it was love, and I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Let's talk about why prison's so violent. Why is prison so violent? I love the questions y'all be inboxing me on Instagram too, man. Yeah, the paperwork I uploaded, you seen like the back-to-back. He spit on him. He did this to him. He fought him. I observed prisoner bird striking him, so on and so forth, man. And it made me think back on my actions. Like, damn, I was wild, and I became so accustomed to that so quickly because I convert to whatever environment I'm in. I didn't know who I was looking back at some of this stuff. Like, and then the stuff that it was over, it was like, man, bro, we really over here fighting over noodles and annihilators and stuff like that, man. But that's prison for you, man. Prison is a condensed version of the hood, right? Or excuse me, not the hood, but just the ghetto in particular, right? It's like a condensed version of the ghetto. You got a guy from every hood in Michigan, some from other states. You got a guy from every hood in Michigan. Every hood in Michigan. Damn near every city in Michigan. In one spot. You got guys who are killers, serial killers, thrill killers, rapists. You got thieves, the robbers. Thieves and robbers are the same thing, but when I say thief, I mean more like stealing. When I say rob, more like taking. You got car thieves, scam artists, pimps, prostitutes, drug dealers, wanting to be drug dealers. You got every type of criminal in there. You got the highest of the highest narcissists. You got the highest of the highest violent people. You got some of the most respectful people. You got some of the most religiously fanatic people, right? You got people who tried to start cults, people who were successful at starting cults. You got people from just every walk of life, former lawyers, former police officers, former union reps, former factory work, everywhere, man. In one spot. You got 1,500 dudes on one compound. You got 150, 140, 130 people in one unit with 3 microwaves, with 4 showers. Like at Earth, it was 4 showers for like 150 people. Three microwaves. What is it? 3, 6, 12 tables to seat 4 people. If my math served me correct, that's 48 people could sit down. You got guys who've been in 23-hour isolation for 20 years, 30 years. You got people that did a year or 2 in a hole, and some people not strong. It affects some people differently. Some people go in for a few years, come out, they pretty decent. They might got social anxieties or whatever, but they gonna work that out. You got some guys going there and lose their mind because they don't know how to read and write. They don't like reading and writing. They don't rap. They don't write music. They don't play chess, so they just sit in their room miserable all day. Nothing to do for 6 months, 7 months, a year, 2 years. And when you put them back out in the general population, they, man, you've been on the phone 12 minutes, 32 seconds, and 3/10 of a second, man. Hurry up. They don't know how to talk to nobody no more. They lose their mind in there. That time does something to you. It's just not you go in there, you be bored, you go in there, you get in a few fights or whatever, you get through your time like it's easy. People think that you just go to prison and you live there and time just passes by. No, you got stuff going on every day. The worst feeling in prison is having a good dream about a woman. You got 3 women tonight. You having a dream, the time of your life. You got Rose, you got Don Julio, Ciroc, Patron, Deleon, and everything going well. Then you hear Bunky, breakfast. That'd be the worst. That'd be the worst to have all them outside dreams and then wake up inside. Boy, I was sick when that happened to me, man. You got a guy in there that been down 40 years. He came to prison. This true scenarios, I'm telling you, true. He come to years. He come down with 2 natural life bits. He been down 40 years. When he came to prison at age 19, he had 10 brothers and 5 sisters, and he only got 1 left now. He don't get no money from the outside world, just a letter every now and then. You know how miserable that man is? I don't heard men sit up and talk about, I don't mind hitting one of these young guys, taking one of these young guys' eyes out. I could murk them, but I'd rather send them home with one eye. Guys better not play. And then he actually did this maybe a week later to a guy. Sent him home with one less eye. You got people that never knew how to control themselves. Their parents or nobody in society ever made them take accountability and responsibility. So when you miss those stages, now they're never wrong. They're never wrong. They could bump into you and they feel like, even though they bumped into you, you should apologize first. You got guys that really reason like that. You got guys with no social skills that don't know how to do nothing but take his frustration out on you in an argument. Turn a small situation, small discrepancy. Hey, bro, I told you give me a chili noodle back. You gave me a chicken. This is something that really happened. You disrespected me. Go get my chili noodle. I don't want no chicken. Go get it now. When he could have simply took it and traded. He eat chicken noodles, but it was off the principle that he wanted the chili noodle back because that's what he gave him. This the type of environment that you in. You got guys that's not even tough at all, but they flunkies. So the gangs will use them and put pressure on them. Hey, go hit him up. And he'll go do it. Might not do it good, but he'll go do it. Now he feeling himself. He got a little rep, people proud of him, patting him on his back. Now he want to make this a way of life for the next 20 years because this is what his life gonna be. He got 25 years. He got 30 years. He addicted to putting in work now. You got guys that just want the biggest reputation ever, the biggest blood reputation, the biggest GD reputation. Everybody's seeking this every day on every yard. Everybody want notoriety. That's why when you hear guys, like a guy told me, he said it was a situation between one of my homies and a female. My homies, I had a homie, a male homie and a female homie together, right? And they get into it with some guys. We had a picnic or something with it, whatever. I'm not even gonna say whatever. We ain't gonna get into detail about it, right? So one of the guys, as I'm in between them arguing over a salad or something, you got too many tomatoes out the salad. My man's like, why you talking to me? Going crazy? Whoa. We brought the salad anyway. So whatever it was, this institutionalized guy, he like, as I break it up, he like, yeah, man. Hey, look, if it was serious, hey, it went down. I did 30 years in the penitentiary. I'm with it. And we look at each other at the same time, and we was about to say the same thing. Like, homie, what you did in the penitentiary don't matter out here. You think these young boys care that you did 20, 30 years in the penitentiary? All it takes is one shot and that erase all that, right? Or these young bucks out here get the whooping on you. Guy, these are the type of people that's in prison. Guys that can't take no for an answer. It's a scary environment when you think about it. When I think back on it, I'm like, damn, I was around some treacherous stuff and it could have happened to me. That's why I took everything so serious that I got into and always went first. Because I never wanted to be that guy that had to walk around with the big slashes on my face or eye missing or stab wounds all through my head and back and chest and stuff like that. We in that type of environment, man, where people feel like they warriors and they always want to put in work. Guys is religiously crazy. You violate one law of the Quran, wrath must rain upon you. You know what I'm saying? We will sit on the corners of paths and ambush those who have what they associated with Allah. We will kill those for what they associated with. These guys live and die by these principles, man. Robbers looking for a stove bag. If the guy's starving, it's just like the streets. If he's starving, he was robbing and sticking people up on the streets. Now it's just not a gun in here. You're going to pull, give me that. If you weak and going to be a victim. So it's a bunch of robbery, a bunch of hustling, a bunch of little stupid petty stuff going on with a bunch of men living in this small environment. I think prison, for long-term prisoners, I think prison messed more people up psychologically than it ever will correct them. The recidivism rate 4 years ago was at 77%. It's even higher now. So that means 77 out of 100 people will return. 77 out of 100 people will return. Prison make you a little worse. It teach you a lot of skills though. But if you already went there messed up and you got a weak mind and you can't sustain through it, you never be normal again. I seen guys come in and on our 4th year, he totally bugged out his mind. I work with guys, man. One guy in particular, just he did 20 years. He just so weird, right? Just super weird. This what he do. I'll be sitting right here, right? I come outside, we both sit on the chairs, right? I'll be sitting next to a chair. He'll come sit directly next to me. He won't even move the chair over, right? So I take and move it. And he'll get to looking at me funny. Hey, can I see a lighter? Oh yeah, him, bro. And keep looking at me out the corner. The whole time he out there, I keep catching him looking at me. And he's such a nice guy though, right? He always offering guys cigarettes, always offering them food, stuff like that. He's such a nice guy. I never really want to say nothing to him, you feel me? I'm one of them type of people that just, at work, in the work environment, I just deal with it. You dig what I'm talking about? But this was what prison did to him. It's another guy that was in prison with him 25 years ago. And he said he wasn't like that when he first came down. He went down with 1 to like 20, caught like 2 cases or something like that. He maxed out on with like 20 years in or something like that when he came down with 1 year. I mean, I can't talk. I did 4. You know, I had 1 and ended up doing 4, but I don't think I'd ever made it to 20. I probably would have made it to 6 the way things was looking. I would have made it to 6 with all the beef that I had and the time to get a level 5. I probably made it to 6 or 7 if my cap was higher. I ain't gonna lie to you, but prison, a harsh world, man, harsh environment. Stay up out that thing, man. But that's why prison's so violent. You protect the worst of the worst and the best of the best and the mid of the mid and put them in one place and put gangs and religion. Something bound to happen. Peace and blessings.